In the heart of a tranquil village nestled between rolling hills and lush forests, there existed a tradition that brought its inhabitants together every summer: the Annual Feats of Strength. This event was the highlight of the year, where men and women from all walks of life showcased their physical prowess in various contests, from lifting enormous boulders to pulling heavy carts across the village square. This year, however, a new category was introduced by the village elders to spice up the competition: testing the strength of household items. It was an idea that sparked curiosity and excitement among the villagers, for it invited them to rethink what strength truly meant beyond the muscle and sinew. Among those intrigued by this new category was Jason, a skilled carpenter known for his meticulous craftsmanship and innovative designs. Jason had always been passionate about pushing the boundaries of woodworking, creating pieces that not only served practical purposes but also exuded an artistic flair. His latest creation, an epoxy resin table, had garnered praise for its unique blend of natural wood and translucent gel-like resin. When Jason heard about the competition, he saw it as an opportunity to showcase the durability and beauty of his epoxy table. With its intricate patterns and steady construction, he believed it could withstand any challenge thrown its way. Excitedly, he registered himself for the household items category, eager to see how his creation would fare against the villagers' other entries. As the day of the competition arrived, the village square buzzed with anticipation. Colorful banners fluttered in the breeze, and the air was filled with the scent of freshly baked goods and the sounds of laughter. In the center of it all stood a raised platform where the feat of strength would be tested, and beside it, a display area for the household items. Jason arrived early, carefully transporting his epoxy table to the designated spot. The table gleamed under the morning sun, its polished surface reflecting the vibrant atmosphere around it. Villagers gathered around, admiring the craftsmanship and guessing how it would hold up against the challenges ahead. The competition began with the familiar contests of physical strength weightlifting, tug of war, and log tossing. Each event drew cheers and applause as participants demonstrated their skills and determination. Meanwhile, Jason patiently awaited for his category to be announced, occasionally polishing the table surface with a cloth to ensure it looked its best. Finally, as the sun reached its zenith and shadows grew shorter, the village elder stepped forward to introduce the household items category. He explained the rules. Each item will undergo a series of tests designed to gauge its strength and resilience. The challenges range from simple tasks like withstanding the weight of heavy stones to more extreme tests involving height and impact. Jason watched intently as the other entries were presented: a sturdy chair made by the village blacksmith, a woven basket from the skilled hands of the weaver, and an intricately carved wooden chest from the carpenter's own apprentice. Each item was examined and appreciated for its craftsmanship before the test began. When it was finally Jason's turn, he proudly rolled his epoxy table onto the platform. The villagers murmured in admiration, impressed by its beauty and wondering how it would fare against the challenges ahead. The first test was straightforward. The table had to bear the weight of the village's strongest man, Tom, renowned for his enormous strength. Tom stepped forward, his muscles ripping beneath his dark skin as he climbed onto the table. Jason held his breath, silently praying that his creation would hold. Tom stood on the table, testing its stability with deliberate movement. To everyone's amazement, the epoxy table remained firm and steady, not even creaking under Tom's weight. A wave of applause erupted from the crowd as Tom stepped down, acknowledging the table's impressive performance. Jason beamed with pride, his confidence in his creation soaring. Little did he know, however, that the challenges were about to become even more demanding. Next, the village elder announced the second test, enduring against the elements. Jason watched with a mixture of anticipation and apprehension as his table was placed under a makeshift shelter, exposed to the scorching midday sun. The resin shimmered in the heat, but the table itself showed no signs of weakening. Hours passed and the sun began its descent toward the horizon. Jason nervously checked the table for any signs of damage, but to his relief, it remained intact, its surface still smooth and flawless. The villagers, too, were impressed by its resilience, marveling at how it seemed to defy the elements themselves. As dusk settled over the village, casting long shadows across the square, the third and final test was announced, a challenge of height and impact. Jason's heart skipped a beat as he listened to the instructions. His Epoxy table would be lifted to the top of the tallest building in the village, a three-story structure, and dropped to the ground below. Anxiety gnawed at Jason's stomach as he watched the villagers carefully lift the table onto the steady platform at the building's edge. He gripped the railing, his eyes fixed on his creation far below. A hush fell over the crowd as the moment of truth approached. With a collective breath held, the villagers released the platform. The Epoxy table fell through the air, spinning gracefully like a leaf caught in a gust of wind. It struck the ground with a resounding bump, sending a cloud of dust and debris into the air. For a heart-stopping moment, Jason feared the worst. Would his table withstand such a brutal test? Slowly, he made his way through the crowd toward the falling table, his heart pounding in his chest. As the dust settled, he saw it, his Epoxy table, miraculously intact. The villagers erupted into cheers and applause, surrounding Jason and his creation with admiration and wonder. Some shook his hand, congratulating him on his craftsmanship and the table's astonishing durability. Others marveled at the resilience of the epoxy resin, which had absorbed the impact without a single crack. Overwhelmed with the emotion, Jason gazed down at his table, seeing it in a new light. It was more than just a piece of furniture. It was a testament to his skill, creativity, and the limitless possibilities of his craft. Through the competition, he had learned the true limit and hidden strength of his creation, discovering that it was capable of far more than he had ever imagined. As the festivities continued late into the night, Jason reflected on the journey that had brought him to this moment. The Annual Feat of Strength had not only reaffirmed his passion for woodworking, but had also opened his eyes to the power of community and the importance of pushing boundaries. In the days that followed, Jason's Epoxy table became a symbol of pride for the village, showcased in the center of the square as a reminder of the extraordinary feats achieved that summer. Visitors from neighboring villages came to admire it, and word of its remarkable endurance spread far and wide. Consider subscribing to the channel for more videos like this.